Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the SWUS NBA Saturday. I'm going to go through a few games. Won't get to them all. We got the big college basketball show at 10 a.m., and it's after 2:30 now. So I won't have time to get through them all. I'll go through two or three of them. As I just said, 10 a.m. Eastern time, we're going through the entire college basketball slate, like 31 games. If you're able to make it, would love to see in the comments. As far as Friday night, I lost a few dollars, and it's frustrating because I feel like I didn't deserve to. I bet the Knicks heavy, and then I kind of got screwed there with the Knicks. They ended up going to overtime with Chicago. I bet it earlier in the night. I mean, obviously, it was the wrong pick. They got crushed. But other than that, my picks did pretty well. I had the Warriors. I had the Pistons. That was one of my favorites. So I lost a few dollars. I went 2-2, technically 2-3 because I bet the Knicks twice. So yeah, whatever. Moving on to Saturday, let's do it. I mean, is Cooper Rush worth 2.5 points? I would hope Quinn Ewers put up a decent stat line against Arizona State. If he didn't, we have a real problem.
You can say the same thing about Creighton. Okay, they had the one good game against Kansas at home.
When Toast talks about the kicking market, it's like some earth is flat shit. Andy, true or false, this is going to be a dog walking.
Dog walking. This is my dog walking of the day. I think it's going to be very ugly. Dog walking. I think this is going to be ugly.
Hey, get the sauce. First up, we got a dumpster fire of a matchup here. Phoenix is on the road in Chicago. In the last 10 games, the Suns are 2-8. The Bulls are 3-7. Against the number, the Bulls are 4-6 against the spread. The Suns are 3-7. In the last 10 games, Phoenix is 20th offensively, 26th defensively. The Bulls are 24th and 25th. One thing we can say about both of these teams, in the last 10 games, the Suns are 6th in strength of schedule. The Bulls are 3rd. So maybe we can cut both of these teams a little bit of slack. They've played strong schedules recently. Maybe both these teams are a little bit undervalued. Injury-wise for Phoenix, we got nothing. Suns should be completely good to go for this one. On the Chicago side, we got Dosunmu listed as questionable. Patrick Williams still out. Jalen Smith is out. Josh Giddey and Vucevic are both on the report. They're listed as probable, though. So let's talk about this matchup, and we'll start with the Bulls. And as I'm sure you know, Chicago's not playing good basketball right now. They're 0-5 in their last 5 games, 1-4 against the spread. Offensive rating below 104. Defensive rating above 123. Rebound rate below 45%. Terrible offense, terrible defense, terrible rebounding. I mean, just terrible basketball. Chicago looks like absolute shit. But here's the thing. Check this out. This is interesting. So out of these last 5 games, Lonzo Ball missed 4 of them. And I can't even believe this. Check this out. In the last 6 games without Lonzo Ball, the Bulls are 0-6 straight up, 0-6 against the spread, 101 offensive rating, defensive rating over 122. Absolutely terrible. Rebounding rate below 45%. But check this out. In their last 10 games with Lonzo Ball on the floor, they're actually 4-6 straight up, 5-5 against the spread. Look at the efficiency numbers. Significantly better. Offensive rating up close to 112. Not that that's good, but it's certainly not bad. Defensive rating down below 115. Again, that's not good, but it's not terrible. And look at the bottom right. Rebounding rate over 51%. The Bulls have actually out-rebounded their opponents with Lonzo Ball on the floor. Look, I'm not saying Lonzo Ball is the Bulls' savior. I'm just saying based on the data we have, the Bulls are a much better basketball team when Lonzo Ball plays, and he's playing in this game. And need I remind you that Phoenix is absolutely terrible right now. In their last 8 games, they're 1-7 straight up, 2-6 against the spread. Defensive rating over 121. They can't stop anybody. They can't rebound at all. Rebounding rate below 46%. I mean, the Suns are pretty terrible across the board here. Acquiring Nick Richards did not solve the Suns' rebounding problems. So, I mean, I can't believe I'm saying this. I kind of like the matchup for the Bulls a little bit. Here's what I don't like for the Bulls. The weakness of this Suns defense has been on the interior. They can't protect the basket. The Bulls are not a team that gets to the rim and scores at the basket. They really don't have a ton of slashers. Pretty much Ayo Dosunmu is the only slasher they have. He attempts over 4 shots per game at the rim. Should be a good matchup for him, which is why when it comes to betting this game, I lean towards Chicago. Would love to take it. I actually took a prop. Dosunmu over 14.5 points of rebounds. I'm not a prop guy, but I bet this one. Next game, Brooklyn on the road in Philadelphia. The Nets are 6-4 straight up, 6-4 against the spread in their last 10. Look at that defensive rating for Brooklyn. This is so crazy. In their last 10 games, first. This has been the best defense in the NBA over the last 10 games, over the last 5 games as well. Brooklyn is playing some defense right now. Now, you can point to the strength of schedule. 25th in strength of schedule in their last 10, and they can't score at all. 29th offensively, but now they're playing the Sixers, so it's not like this is a huge step up in class. Philadelphia's been pretty bad in the last 10 games, 16th offensively, 27th defensively, the Sixers are. Both of these teams extremely slow pace. In the last 10 games, the Nets are 30th, Philadelphia's 24th. Injuries on the Brooklyn side, no Cam Thomas still, no Clowney still. D'Angelo Russell is going to miss this game as well. He's been ruled out. On the Philadelphia side, no Kyle Lowry, no Eric Gordon. Other than that, the Sixers should be completely good to go here. So let's get into the Nets defense. If you remember, in that game against Cleveland, I brought up this is the exact graphic I put on the screen, and I said, I'm calling bullshit on this Nets defense. They were first in defensive rating over the previous 10 games, just like they are now. But I said, look at the opponents. The Hornets with no LaMelo, the Rockets with no Şengün, the Rockets with no Van Vliet, the Wizards, they lost that game, the Heat, who haven't been able to score, the Hornets with no Melo again, and then the Sixers with no Embiid or Maxey. So I pointed at Brooklyn's schedule, and I said, I'm calling bullshit on this first in the NBA in defensive efficiency. I'm calling bullshit on this Nets defense. I took Cavs minus 12.5. It hit. I did cash my bet, but I was wrong. The Nets defense wasn't bad at all. In fact, they played a good defensive game against the Cavs. Defensive rating below 109. Cavs effective field goal percentage, 48.4%. The Nets defense was fine. It was the Nets' terrible offense that let them down in this game. That's why I won my Cavs bet. The Nets offense, 96 offensive rating, effective field goal percentage at 45%. Now, Cleveland was active on the offensive glass. They grabbed some offensive rebounds. But the Nets defense, I mean, that's Cleveland. That's arguably the best offense in the NBA. We might be in a position where we need to start accepting the fact that this Brooklyn defense might be for real. I mean, Cleveland, they played a great defensive game against Cleveland. Now they see the Sixers, and you remember that Philadelphia hot streak, right? If you subscribe to this channel, we were betting overs. We were betting Philadelphia team total overs from January 24th to February 4th, so not that long ago. 6-1 against the spread, 5-2 straight up. Offensively, they were on fire. They couldn't miss. True shooting percentage, just under 62%. They were red hot from three. Yabusele was splashing. They couldn't miss. Sixers offensively were red hot. Unfortunately for Philadelphia, I think that might be over. On the last 5 games, they're 0-5 straight up, 0-5 against the spread. Offensive rating down below 109. So that offensive party Philly was having, I don't think it's around anymore. Effective field goal percentage below 52%. And during that offensive hot streak for the Sixers, like I said before, a big part of it was the three ball. On the season, they're top 10 and above the break three frequency. That hasn't changed. Philadelphia shoots a lot of threes. They haven't really been hitting them. They're 28th in efficiency in their last 5 games. And I don't think that's going to change here. In the last 10 games, the Nets have been arguably the best defense in the NBA against jump shooters. So the shooting woes for Philadelphia should continue. I don't trust the Sixers offense anymore. And the Nets defense starting to make me a believer. So I don't think Philly's going to be able to score points in this game against the Nets. So you're probably thinking, all right, let's go hammer Brooklyn plus 10.5 then. If Philadelphia can't score points, let's go hammer the Nets. Here's the problem. The Nets offensively are absolute shit. In the last 12 games, they have an offensive rating below 105. That's so bad. And now there's no D'Angelo Russell as well. No Russell in this game. So I cannot trust Brooklyn to score points. I can't in good faith take the Nets plus 10.5. What I can do is take the under. Like I said before, these are two of the slowest paced teams in the NBA. When Embiid's active, and he's going to be active for this game, Philadelphia runs an even slower pace. These two teams have met 3 times this year. We've seen some low scoring games. Nets defense should be great. Nets offense is terrible, slow pace. Give me the under. I got 213.5. This is probably my favorite bet for Saturday so far. I'm still looking, but as of right now, I think this under is my favorite bet. I'm actually going to cut it off there. It's super late. You can always go to KyleKirms.com and click on open bets and then click sauce to see all the bets I'm on. But we'll go through the college basketball slate live show 10 a.m. Eastern time. Hit me up in the Discord if you need me. Let's have ourselves a good one. Please remember to bet responsibly. Later.